If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's going on, everybody? The Scene Snob here for the Scene Snobs podcast. Another short episode because with everything going on and all the isolation happening because of COVID-19. I just want to get on here. I want to entertain. I want to help if I can. Just talk about new things that are coming up because it seems like there's new news every day. So, but I want to enlighten. I want to do other stuff and enlighten about movies and things like that, and stay with that levity of topics. I don't want to bog down too much on what's going on in the world. We all know. So let's get a little happy and optimistic about other stuff and hopeful. So I have a very special guest with me today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I am the movie kid, as I like to be called, and make sure you smash that like and subscribe button and comment down below. I am going to be talking about all the news today, and back to the Scene Snob.
All right, thank you, buddy. So that is the movie kid, my stepson, and he's on the show with me. Like I said, it's a short episode. We just kind of want to talk about a few things and kind of keep up with it, and hopefully it's entertaining to you guys. So I have this cup. You may be wondering why he's not on the. I'll put that right there for now. You may be wondering why he's not on camera. And that is because, with respect for his father and his mother, and I believe it too. We feel he may be a little too young to be on camera. A lot of kids get exposed to camera today, especially YouTube, and that is fine for however their parents want to handle that, but we want to handle it a little bit differently. When he's older, maybe we'll reassess. But I do love talking to him. He's a great kid. We have a lot of fun with fun conversations and watching stuff, so I want to get him on the show. And since this is a short episode, he's going to be on the podcast. And during the videos, I will cut to a picture of this Skull Cup, because it's awesome, and we both got it together when we were out. So that's what I'm doing. So stick with it, listen to the podcast, or if you watch the video, you get to see the Skull Cup at least, and listen to his words. So, Movie Kid, what's going on, buddy?
Hi, I'm doing really good.
Well, just talk to me. You don't have to worry about everybody else. We're having a fun time. This is a good conversation between us. So, have you seen any new movies lately?
Yeah, I've seen Onward with all the family.
Yes.
And you.
Yeah,
so I hope we can talk about that in the
video.
Well,
let's definitely talk about that. We're here, right? So
yeah.
You saw Onward. We saw it. You, your little brother, Mom, and me. So we all went to go check out Onward. I have done a Scene Snobs review of it, and as great as that is for a movie reviewer to do another movie review, it's not for me. Well, it's not just for me. So I wanted to get the movie kids' take on this movie. Yeah, it was a Pixar movie that has just come out, starring Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. They play brothers in a fantasy world. And so, movie kid, what did you think of this movie? What stood out to you? How did it make you feel?
It made me feel adventurous and sad. The ending was sad.
It was pretty sad. So it is about two brothers that go on a quest, if you will, in a fantasy world to find another magic stone so that they can help bring their father back who passed away for one day, and they can spend a day with him. But things go awry, and they bring him back, and their first stone breaks. They only bring half of him back, his legs. And now they have to go on a search to get the whole body back so they can meet him. So you are an older brother. And you saw it with one of your younger brothers, because you have your younger brother who is my son, and then you have two younger brothers from your dad and your stepmom. So you are the big brother. And this movie was very much centered around brotherhood. And I think they did a very good job showing how important the role of a big brother is. Am I right?
You are right, and I just wanted to have a little side note, just in case you guys didn't know. It only got a 73% in Rotten Tomatoes.
I feel that's too low for this movie. What do you think?
I feel like it's way too low. I feel like it should get like 95 or 100.
Well, was that the movie reviewers look at it, or was that the audience? I didn't even know you looked it up.
That was an audience thing. I didn't. No, I don't remember how I did it, but I didn't look it up.
You didn't look it up? Oh, maybe you saw it on the. Sometimes the commercials will do that. They'll go out and they'll put on. What do you call it? Sorry, I'm typing it up because I really want to know what it got on Rotten Tomatoes. But what they'll do is they'll put the score up on the commercial when they're. No, what? That's crazy. No, it's, Rotten Tomatoes has it at 87% for. So you might have seen an older one, and it's picked up steam because those numbers do change. So you might have seen it when it first came out, and now it's kind of picked up steam. So it's at 87% now with movie reviewers, and it's 95% with an audience score. So, which kind of makes sense with what we saw, because I think it was that good of a movie, honestly. Like, it was, I mean, being a brother myself, but being a younger brother. See, that's two different perspectives that we have. I was a younger brother. You know, I had a younger sister, but in terms of having older brothers, it was a lot different. Whereas you're the older brother. So it's like a very different outlook. And so what was your takeaway from it, other than adventure and stuff like that? How did it make you feel to see their relationship?
It made me feel sad, and
Well, why did it make you feel sad?
because
You don't have to give away what happened, but why did what you saw make you feel sad?
someone didn't get to see their father ever.
That is
Only
true.
half of them.
One of them, yes, did make an ultimate sacrifice, and we won't say who because we don't want to give away spoilers. But I definitely say that it is a sad movie. It even had me really emotional, especially being a father figure to two young boys who are brothers, and just like how I felt as a dad watching it. What were you gonna say, pal?
So I just wanted to say, I also, I don't want to give it away, but one of the brothers is a wizard.
Yes, that was a pretty cool, because they did play magic. They're elves in the movie, and they have all different type of fantasy creatures who play like everyday people living in this world. And I really thought that was cool, the take on it. It was kind of like living in this world of the way humans do, but it was all fantasy creatures. Like they had the Manticore, she was a character in it. They had fairies in it who played bikers. That was like a cool little concept they did. They had a Minotaur. They had a Senator. The whole nine. Yeah, what's up? You can just talk about it. You don't have to raise your hand. I know you're out of school, but you don't have to keep raising your hand.
There is also, I wouldn't say they're fairies. I'd say they're like pixies or something.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I don't know what the difference is really, if there is a difference between pixies and fairies. But I mean, maybe, I don't know personally.
There is a difference, I think.
Okay.
Because fairies, they can just fly. Can't they?
I don't know. I really don't know the lore, pal.
I think fairies can just fly, but pixies, I think they need a special type of dust to be able to fly. And some sort of pixies don't have that because they are the ones that are supposed to give the dust to other fairies.
All right.
Well, let's not get into a whole other category.
I love it. But that was cool, and I'm glad you explained it to me because I don't know. I really don't. So I'm gonna go with what you say and just agree with you because that's probably true. He reads a lot of books, especially fantasy books, which is the next topic I wanted to get into because I don't want to delve into Onward too much. I want people to go and see it. You should definitely go. Well, with everything going on right now, maybe you should wait. If you can go to a theater and it's in a safe position, they've done things to be safe, then that is up to your discretion. It is great to support theaters like that. And we'll get to that too, because we were big supporters of the Alamo Draft House here in Winchester, Virginia, but I'll talk about that later. But for now, I want to kind of stick to the fantasy realm. And you were reading a book. Well, technically, you just finished 2 books, and you're on the 3rd book. What series of books are you reading right now?
I'm reading The Lord of the Rings.
Awesome. And now, Lord of the Rings is a big book. Now, you being 8 years old is huge to read Lord of the Rings. And you just finished the Two Towers, and you've just started The Return of the King. I don't think I've read these books since I was in high school, and I wanted to get your feelings on it. What do you like so far about the books? Like what's the big deal with the books? Like not what's the big deal with the books, but like for you, what do you love about them?
I love that they're reading to show Sauron until like the end of the 3rd book. I really like that they are doing that, so that they can give the actual main character more liking to people like the good guys.
I appreciate you telling them what the Lord of the Rings is about. But most of the people who watch this or listen to this podcast have read Lord of the Rings or seen the movies. You are brand new and fresh to this. I want deep down what you love about this. Like, what do you really enjoy about these books? Who are your favorite characters? What was your favorite part of the books? Where are you at now? What are you looking forward to? What do you want to see happen? You know?
What I really want to see happen is I really want to see Frodo throw that ring in the big trench. I want to see that.
You want to go, what is it, Mount Doom, right?
No.
Oh, not Mount Doom. God, I'm thrown off. Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Mount Doom is the chapter I'm on, I think. I might be on
yeah. That's probably where I'm getting it from. But
I might be on like the chapter before or after it, but I'm somewhere near Mount Doom.
Well, but who's your favorite character right now?
I like Gollum and Smeagol.
They're funny characters.
Yeah, they're funny.
So they're kind of, but if you really think about it, they're kind of like tormented characters. It's pretty sad, their life. Like their whole thing has been about the obsession of the ring. But they do play to funny. That is true.
And you know what the best part about Gollum and Smeagol is? So in Gollum, I think it's in Gollum's head. There's like, steal the ring, don't steal the ring, steal the ring, don't steal the ring.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's a complete internal struggle. He's fighting with himself constantly to not do it and to do it at the same time. But that's a good takeaway from that. And it's like a duality is what they call that. So it's kind of cool that you're picking up on it and that he has 2 personalities that are fighting with each other to do this. Now, I don't want to ruin anything for you going in. We did tell you that we will marathon the movies with you after you finish the 3rd book. And then let me ask you this. Are you going to read The Hobbit afterwards? That's about Bilbo. That takes place years before Lord of the Rings, and it's about Bilbo. And they made movies about that, too.
Well, I want to. I really do. But I think before I get into that, I think I want to kind of start getting back into, like, some of the older books I used to read. I mean, I want to get back into the classics.
Yeah, you were reading a lot of the classics. I think you've read
Call of the Wild, Wizard of Oz.
Which I want to go see that movie with you. I want to see, that looked pretty good, and I want to check it out.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, you read Wizard of Oz. You read one of my favorites of all time, Count of Monte Cristo, which was also turned into a really good movie that I think you'd really like. It's a very adventurous movie. Did you read Three Musketeers?
I don't have that one.
I will get you the Three Musketeers. That is a great book, and I think you should check it out. And there's a great movie made on that. There's a lot of great movies made on Three Musketeers.
I have also read, what's it called? Tom Sawyer. Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Yep. So that's a good one. Okay. Very cool. All right.
I want to read the Huckleberry Finn.
Do you have it?
Yes.
All right. Well, you can read that next. I'm glad you're picking up on all these, and they've made some great movies for them too. Because I do want you to check out the movies, but I want you to read the books first. There should be an appreciation of the books, right?
I liked all the books. I liked Call of the Wild a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the second place where Buck lived, I did not like the way they treated him.
No, they did treat him pretty hard.
No, they didn't treat him hard. They tried to kill him a couple times.
Yeah, it was hyperbole. But we will.
And then the first and the third place where Buck lived, I thought they both gave him good care. They did not harm him.
Yeah. Well, are you excited to go see the movie?
Yes.
And it has Han Solo in it. Indiana
Yeah.
Jones himself, Harrison Ford.
And so you guys, it's not fantasy, but it is fiction.
Go for it. What do you got?
I am going to start reading, not reading them, but watching the movies with the Scene Snob, the Fast and Furious movies.
Yes, you are, and that was actually my next topic to bring up. So I'm glad you jumped on it. So we are going to watch it. We did watch one of the Fast and Furious, some of it the other day, and we're going to watch TV edits of Fast and the Furious for you. You wanted to watch those and see what those were all about because you like cars. You're a big fan of cars. You like action adventure. That's very much filled with that. You love superheroes. And they are definitely playing up as if they were superheroes in the movie. So I think we're going to start watching them and just kind of marathon and check them out. So you're excited for that, huh?
Yeah, and I really want to finish them before F9 comes out.
Well,
that looks awesome.
And you like it because you like John Cena. So you get this. Well, you don't get to see John Cena, but he's in the movie.
And you know what else?
You totally dropped the ball on that joke.
What do you mean?
Because I said you don't. Because I said, well, and John Cena's in it, and I was like, you get to see, and I was like, oh wait, no, you don't get to see John Cena. So you dropped the ball on that joke because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You and your brother always run around. You can't see me, you know.
I used to do that, like all the time. I used to do that.
Yeah, you used to love it.
I even got like his headband and wristbands. Was that when I turned 7? I think.
Yeah, it was your birthday last year.
Yeah, my birthday last year.
We went to WWE Live.
Yeah, but it wasn't like Raw or SmackDown, guys. Just so you know, we were not like on TV.
No, it was in WWE Live event. But that was cool. I mean, we met Brian Saxton. He ran past us. Remember, I was like, "Shut up, Saxton."
What do you mean?
You might have been falling asleep at that time. You were getting tired, but he was running up the stairs, and he came right past us. And we got to, we talked to him a little bit. So
Wait,
he was a nice
did you
guy.
actually say Saxton?
I was like, "Shut up, Saxton." And that's how I got his attention. But, so I will say, you are excited. You want to check it out. You were having The Rock in it, I think, got you even more excited about it. But I can't wait for you to see Jason Statham and really kind of get an idea because the first movie, the early movies, I should say, were very different from what they are now. In the first movie, they're the bad guys. They're the bad guys in the first movie.
What do you mean?
They're robbing trucks in the first movie.
Why?
Because that's who they are. They steal stuff. And then, at the end of that movie, because it's about an undercover cop who goes after Dominic Toretto, and he was played by because you watched Fate of the Furious, and that's the 8th one, and that was the one where Paul Walker, who was the star of the series, passed away. He passed away in filming the 7th one, so they had to write him out of the movies. But in the first one, he was a cop that went undercover to try and take down this street gang of drivers stealing like TVs and VCRs and stuff VCRs and DVD players and stuff like that. That's how long ago it was. And they were the bad guys in the movie. They weren't bad people, they were just the bad guys of the movie.
So so on Saturday, if you want to tune in, I don't know what channel it is, but they're showing the first 4.
Yeah,
what
USA is showing them. You're right.
Yeah, USA.
So the first one starts with Tokyo Drift. I don't know why, but it does. So we'll start there, and then we'll just go from there. Okay?
And if you want to, we might be doing a review.
Maybe after the entire series is over. We will talk about that, though. I don't want to just put that out there just in case. But
we will talk. I said we might be doing it.
Yes.
So look out for it after, like, I'd say June 2021, maybe.
Oh, with the 9th one. Yeah. So in a year, we'll do it. Stay tuned. Now, but with that being said, I'm glad you came on the show, man. I had a lot of fun. This is a shorter episode, but we got to talk about a lot of stuff that we like. I want to have Tommy on more. Oh, I said your name. Movie Kid. Sorry. We want to have him on more for the show. And just, we'll go from there and, we'll talk about other stuff as it comes up, because we are all in isolation right now. So I'm sure we'll do more episodes. So with that being said, real quick, so you guys know, we have a lot going on, a lot to talk about real quick as we're going out. So on thescenesnobs.com, go check it out. We have a lot of shows going on. Episode 4 of the Pulling Focus podcast, which I do with Brian Patrick from the Skyline Indie Film Festival. Just hold on one sec, pal. With the Skyline Indie Film Festival. We do a show about filmmaking, the movie industry, things like that. It's not so much a movie review site as it is kind of talking behind the scenes. So go check that out. We have episode 4 up. It was a really good episode to talk about. We talked about South by Southwest, Max and Saito, and many other things. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. We also have another new podcast. I got a cut made. I got this for my birthday from my partner, and that is the Behind the Box with the Video Store Kids podcast. That is a cult classics podcast with myself and my co-host Rob Gocher. We talk about tons of things between cult classics. The first episode we talked about John Carpenter Appreciation Week, and the whole site did that, but that episode was about his legacy of work. The second episode we touched down on the sci-fi section in the video store and all the really bad but good sci-fi movies. Tons of stuff, so go check those out. We'll have another new one this week coming up where we're going to discuss holiday horror movies and things like that and those different themes. We were sponsors, and we still will be in the future, but for now we were sponsors for Lost Weekend 13 at the Alamo Draft House in Winchester, Virginia. But unfortunately they had to postpone really. They had to postpone coming up because of everything going on with the coronavirus. So for now, I will let you guys know when that's going about. We're still going to sponsor it when it comes back around. But these small businesses need your support, like the Alamo Draft House here in Winchester. If you can, if you're in the area, order takeout from them. They'll they'll bring it to your curbside, things like that. But definitely when things kind of come down a little bit and we're able to get out more out of isolation, go check out movies there, things like that, and support. The Hideaway Cafe here in Winchester, Virginia is another one. Go check them out. They're a great coffee house. They're closed for the week because of everything going on, and then we'll see what happens as it comes up to next week because everything's changing every day. But we want to support them. They're very cool people there, and it's a great place to go get some coffee or some food if you want some, or some drinks. So when they open back up, the Hideaway Cafe, go check that out. Tons of other stuff going on. So go check out our shows again, thescenesnobs.com, or follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at The Scene Snob. I'm all over there. Give us likes, subscribe, follows, everything. Hit the notifications button because we have brand new content every day. So until next time, had a great time. Hey, Movie Kid, do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.